Hi, what's up everyone? It's your boy Fly with another video. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna talk about JinWoo here on Solo Leveling Arise. If you guys don't know, JinWoo is only the main character here on the game and on the anime, and we really need to know how to leveling up because we're gonna use him a lot. Now, before everything, I want to thank you so much for the love and support. And if you guys are still not subscribed, I may have to ask you to please subscribe, because more than 90% of you are still not subscribed, and that will be the whole world for me. If you guys could please subscribe, that would be amazing. Now, coming back to the topic of this video, here JinWoo, and we need to level him up, right? We need to know which stats to level up, which gear to use. So I would recommend you is to level everything on strength, and then get at least 80 to 90% precision, so you can get the most amount of damage. If you guys don't know precision, that's what will make that you deal the most amount of damage. So if you have precision at 1%, from 1 to 100, then you will deal 1% damage. If you have precision at 80%, from 1 to 100, you will then deal 80 damage. So precision, it is that important. That's the minimum amount of damage you're going to deal with your hits. So keep it at 80 to 90%. That's a perfect spot. And then after getting the strength and precision, what you want to get is here on the artifacts, you want to get critical hit rate. On the left, you can only get critical hit rate. On the right, you can only get critical hit damage. For this, I would go with the toughness set on the left, because the toughness sets give you some critical hit rate. Now this stat, the 8%, is not shown on the stats right here. On JinWoo, it is not shown as an extra damage. I still don't know why the game just keeps the stats separated or hidden. I still don't know why, but yeah, it doesn't show up here, okay? This is kept at 50%. That's the maximum critical hit rate you can get on your artifacts. But after it, then I get the 8% extra. So I have like 58 plus my weapons. So the weapons have some skills, and the skills also give me some critical hit rate and critical hit damage. They are not shown there on the stats, okay? So yeah. So here on the left, go for critical hit rate, attack, additional attack, then attack percent, okay? First, you should actually go for additional attack, then second attack percent, third crit rate. Crit rate third, why? Because it caps at 50%, and it is enough for you to have two good pieces with critical hit rate. For example, I have this one right here. It has +1 critical hit rate, and the gloves has +3 critical hit rate, and with both pieces already capped at 50%, so there is nothing else. So for me, it is not worth it to get a helmet or this thing right here with critical hit rate, because it won't be beneficial for me. So just get like 2 good pieces, or if you need 3, but yeah, usually 2 would be perfect. Here on the right, what you need is the expert set. And here, why do you need the expert set? Because when you land the critical hit rate, the user has a 50% chance of increasing the attack by 1.6%, and this stacking up to 100 times. So every time you hit a critical hit on your enemy, the cooldown is 1 second, of course, but you will be able to get all the way up to 160% extra attack on a battle. Okay, it's only on the battle, only on those battles that have like 3 minutes. Then on the 3 minutes, if you hit that much critical hit rate hits, then you're gonna get that increase on attack, which is very good. Here you should also go for additional attack, attack percent, and critical hit damage. Now I don't have that much here, but yeah, I still need to work on my artifacts. I have some other artifacts with some critical hit damage. The thing is that they don't give that much critical hit damage as I wish, so I'm just keeping these ones that they give additional attack. Why? Because additional attack literally is what your skills scale off. So you really need the most amount of attack possible on JinWoo, and also on other characters or other hunters. But yeah, try to get the most amount of attack possible, and then critical hit will also be good. Then later on, critical hit damage. So here on the skills, what you should be aiming for, at least on the beginning of the game, the first skill that I want to recommend is multi-strike. If you get runes, even better. Why? Because if you have the runes, then the cooldown will reset, depending on the skills that you have, of course. this one 30 seconds, this one resets in 20, so I can literally use this skill 2 times on a row. Not only that, but when the user is using the skill, it gives super armor, also gives some more critical hit rate, 3%, 8 seconds, kind of okay. This one, for example, I have the purple one, then it gives me the increases my damage by 3%, taking up to 3 times, so 9% extra. Also it has the cooldown and everything. Also I am invincible when I use the skill. It deals break damage, so very good, and cooldown only 10 seconds, amazing. So I want to recommend you at the beginning of the game already multi-strike, because you're gonna need break damage for eye grease and everything. Then the death dance, because of this a lot of break damage, for example here heavy break damage. And if you have, for example, the wind rune, which I think that is the most powerful from these 4. Why? Because you can deal the damage 3 times. So you can use this skill 3 times, it deals damage 313%. The cooldown is 5 seconds, so it's almost the same as the other ones, 15 seconds, 15 seconds, 15 seconds. But you're gonna deal it 3 times, so 900%, more than 900% damage. Of course, the break damage is weak, which is not that good, but still you're gonna deal a lot of damage, so I use it very often. Of course, if the enemy has a weakness for wind, even better, you're gonna deal even more damage. Now, if you guys don't have the wind, don't worry. If you guys are fighting iris, you could also use this one right here that has heavy break. Fire also has heavy break. Even increases the damage by 20% when attacking an enemy with their elemental weakness. So these skills, these two are very good. Now, if you have other skills with other runes that may compensate the fact that you don't have the runes for these skills, don't worry, you can also use those skills. Other skills that can be used too, and I was using, is this one right here, Mutilate. It deals a lot of damage, 779%, very good. Also has 20% chance that the hunter will ignore 100% of the target's defense, very good. The next one is the Commander Touch. Now I use this skill a lot, because if I'm fighting a lot of mobs, where I have a boss that has a lot of monsters near him, and I want to group all the mobs, then I will equip this skill, because it joins all the mobs, so you can group them and then kill them in one go, and you don't have to lose time. Even if you do like a level or a gate where you have a lot of monsters and you're not being able to finish that on time, then I'm trying to get this skill, and maybe this one right here too, with the airborne effects, so I can group the mobs, then do all the extra airborne attacks, the knockdown too, airborne and knockdown, then do these two, do once again the airborne and knockdown effects, and if I have the grimoire and I can freeze them, then the mobs, they won't go anywhere, and then I can kill them. So yeah, those skills are kind of useful. You just need to check every level that you're fighting on, and then maybe just adapt and use the skills that's passing there, okay? Just the ones that go better. Now the new skill, I just got it. It deals 1000 damage. It seems very good. It does very good break damage, but I was using it on some levels and it was a bit clunky, because you stay on the same spot, and if you're a free-to-play player and you don't spend that much in the game and you die a bit easily, then this skill will be a bit problematic, because you just stay on the same spot and you can get hit, and it takes a bit of time until the skill actually does the thing. Okay, so I use it, but I don't like it that much. I still need to test a bit more. So the other things you guys should be aiming for is to leveling up the Shadow Step, because you're going to use it a lot. Of course, it doesn't deal that much damage. The thing is, after dashing and using the Shadow Step successfully, then you're going to decrease the enemy defense by 60%, which is crazy, and for 15 seconds, guys. So this is amazing, because in 15 seconds you can do the ultimate, and then you're going to deal even more damage than the 500 damage that I have here, okay, to be amazing. So try to level it up. Maybe I should level up these skills to at least until level 3 or 4, because they're also useful once I use the airborne and the knockdown effect on enemies. But yeah, I still need to level them up. So first, Shadow Step, then use the Mutilate. Perfect, you're gonna do a lot of damage. If you have the Grimoire and you can freeze, just do the Shadow Step, freeze, because after freezing you're gonna have a 10% extra damage. Then do the Mutilate, even more, you're gonna have a 500% extra damage right here. So yeah, very good. Just try to do the best combos of the skills that you guys can, and you're gonna deal even more damage. So this is up for the skills. For the blessing stones, what you should be aiming for, of course you cannot control it, but what you should, if you guys have those blessing stones, what you should use are the double-edged swords. There is right here, double-edged sword. When your attack hits, your attack increases by 2%. This for 10 seconds. And then you have a stacking time of 4 times. This for the blue one. So 8% extra damage. The thing is, when your enemy also hits, they will also have the same effect. So their attack is gonna be increased by 8% too. Okay, 2%, 4 times, 8%. So yeah, you're gonna hit hard, but they're gonna hit you hard too. Now the second one that is good at the beginning of the game against Igris and everything is this one, the break effect. You're gonna level up with break effect by 12%, also the break damage by 12%. This dagger right here also very good. When the enemy has 70% or less HP, then you're gonna deal 5.6% extra damage. So very good if you have them, use them. Other ones that I have but I don't use that much, this one is not that worth it because I'm only summoning my shadows 1 time or 2 times in a battle, because 1 time every 1 minute. So yeah, I don't think it is that worth it. The other ones deal more damage, at least for what I saw. Camouflage, this supposedly regenerates your HP. It doesn't that good, at least not that I see. This one decreases the damage, no. Then the dash could be okay if you guys can use more than one skill, could be okay, but still I wouldn't use that. So yeah, from here I would recommend those blessing stones. Now let me see if I have some more for Sun Jinwoo. Of course, for the weapons, try to get the plum sword, try to get the grimoire. They're very good. Also level up their skills, because your weapons also have skills. So come here, level up their skills. Their ultimate is even better, and then try to activate the ultimate that they have. Scythe, very good. Try to use Scythe too, because it gives 25% extra critical hit rate, which is very nice. And if you have the expert set, it's even better. You're gonna get even more buffs, so try to use it too. I literally use the Scythe almost all the time, so the Scythe is like my secondary weapon, but that's what stays. So it's not the primary weapon, because I deal more damage with these two. The thing is, the Scythe gives that critical hit rate that I really need to get the most amount of the expert set. So guys, that was it for Sun Jinwoo. What you should be aiming for, all the skills, all the stats you should be aiming for, also the weapons. And if you guys have some more questions, don't forget to comment down below. And if you guys have some suggestion, also just comment again down below. And if you guys can, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, because again, more than 90% of you are still not subscribed, and that will be a major help for me and for my channel. If you guys could please subscribe, that would be amazing. If you guys find this content useful, again, drop a like. If you guys can, it would be amazing. So thank you so much for watching. Wish you all the luck on your next summons, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.